Hello everyone, my name is Levi Beta, and today I'm going to talk to you about Dr. Joe Gordon. He's the subject of my intercultural speech because he is very interesting to me and he makes dentistry very exciting. Now, when you think of dentistry, do you think of an experience that you find that you dread or that you find it very exciting? I find it a very exciting experience because Dr. Joe does dentistry in a completely different way. He focuses on patients first, and he believes that his staff is doing what they need to do to make patients their number one priority. Now, when I asked him what it was like to be a dentist and when he knew he wanted to go into dentistry, he said that he began practicing medicine. He shadowed allergists and orthodontists, and he knew that he wanted to go into some sort of medical field, but he didn't know what. So he shadowed his friend's parents, and they said that dentistry was a very underrated field at that time, and that was a good field to go into. So he pursued this dream and went after it. Now, his daily schedule, it's pretty intense, but it also is very rewarding. He has to go into work at 5:30 a.m. usually, and he has to stay till 5:30 p.m. So it's a 12-hour day, but he actually gets a few days off. I believe he gets Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, so it makes up for the early hours. He said that he looks over each patient before every day so that he knows who and what each patient is coming in for, and he believes that each doctor or dentist should be able to know who their patient is coming into the next day, because when he goes to his dentist, he is always asked why he is there, and he believes that doctors should be able to know right away before the appointment ever happens. So I also asked him what the new future of dentistry looks like, and he said that there are some new technologies that can advance dentistry to a whole new level. He said there is one machine in particular called a CT scan that takes x-rays of oral pictures, and he said that it is going to be a quicker, more accurate test than the ones that are now. So he's very excited for that future. And then I asked him what was a big misconception about dentistry, and he said that it was mostly the parents that made dentistry a very negative experience. He said that parents would console their children and make it a very ominous experience. But he coaches parents that their children should make dentistry a fun experience, and that he tries to make it the best so that the patients feel comfortable and each patient knows what he's doing to their mouth. So when talking about medicine, I then asked him about his background. Who was his influences? And he said that his uncle was an orthodontist, and that was the only person in his family that was in the medical field. He said that his uncle could do a surgery that only 8 people in the world could do. He was a very admirable person because he could do this special surgery, and Dr. Joe found this very interesting. And when he asked him about some advice, he said that you should be the best you can. Now, Dr. Joe didn't necessarily make this his slogan or what he lives by. He said, quote, that I want to do the very best for my patients. I want to make it the best experience for my patients. And I believe that is why he's so successful right now, is because he puts his patients first. And that is how he differs from physicians and other people in his field. He puts his patients first, and he stands out. And that is why my parents chose him to be my dentist, because he stands out among others because he puts patients first, and he also puts his family before anything. He said that in order to balance family life and work life, he says that he always has put family first, as well as my family. And he wants the office to be like family. And quoted from Dr. Giuseppe in the journal in clinical dentistry, says that there is a connection between general health and oral health. Dr. Joe believes that if the patients are healthy overall, they're going to have a better experience in the dentist, and vice versa. If it's a very good experience in the dentist, they're going to have overall general health. And that's where he pulled his idea from, and that is where I can mirror his thinking, because he believes that general health is connected to oral health. He also believes that there's less stress when people don't think about an ominous dentistry experience. When people make it a very positive experience, and quote from pubmed.gov, it is difficult being a dentist when you make it a stressful experience. When you make it a stressful experience, people are going to not want to come back, and that's why most people have negative experiences in their dentist lives and past experiences in dentist offices. So that's why he wants to change the way the dentistry is done. And lastly, I asked him if he had any hobbies outside of being a dentist, because you have to balance your regular life with your work life. He said that he enjoys doing golf and doing water sports, but besides that, family comes first, and he is focused on being with his family as much as he can. So, in conclusion, the Dr. Joe interview was very beneficial, because I was able to experience how his thinking about dentistry goes and how he believes that patients should be first. And I believe that's what makes him stand out among all the other dentists that I've been to, because he truly makes you feel comfortable. And that my main takeaway was that he always wants to be a significant presence in people's lives. He wants to make it a personal experience. He doesn't want to be your doctor, but he also wants to be your friend. And I believe that is super important in medical dentistry, because you have a closer connection with your doctors. Thank you for listening.